My name's Juliette Fay. My story is Shelter Me, and it's the story of a woman whose husband dies unexpectedly. She has two small children, and she has to sort of figure out how to dig herself out of the really deep hole of grief that she's in. And as it turns out, the people that she expects will be able to help her don't. And the people that she thinks really can't be that helpful end up showing up for her in surprising ways.
And you were talking about in the panel discussion that you were inspired to write because of a bad book.
I was.
Can you tell me a little about that?
It was a book I had gotten at a book swap, and it was just, everything about it was awful, and I think that's what made me not be able to put it down. The dialogue was bad, the story didn't make any sense, the plot was ridiculous, just everything about it was awful. But it got published, and it obviously had done well, and I thought, well, gee, you know, maybe I have a right to take a chance, because this wasn't that great, and I could probably do a little bit better.
And who is your favorite writer or book, and why?
My favorite writer, it's hard for me to really pinpoint them. One of my favorite writers is Marilynne Robinson, who wrote Gilead and Home. Those are two of my favorite books. I just recently read Olive Kitteridge, and I think that's fantastic. I also really like humor. There's a lot of humor in my work, and I thought Bridget Jones was hilarious. I loved those books. I like to read a lot of different kinds of books. I like Ian McEwan, but I also liked the Da Vinci Code, so I try to do a little bit of everything.
And if you had to do it over again, what advice would you give to writers who are looking to get in writing a book? Like any mistakes you made and you look back at it now and you're like, oh, I can't do that again.
Well, I think that I was lucky that I had a really awful agent, and I was able to sort of cut loose from him and move on to somebody who's fabulous. And I was very lucky in that way. And I think a bad agent is definitely worse than no agent at all. But I think probably my best advice is just to experience the love that you feel of writing, to experience the joy of it, to try and keep everybody else out of your head. It's not about your readers, it's not about, you know, your editors, it's not about your cousins who might not think you're that smart, or it really has to be just about you and your characters, and I think that's the best way to write a book.
Thank you.